But we really want to create this intention and intentionally take the air to the rib cage and to the belly. So on the inhale, the belly expands forward, the rib cage opens out to the sides. And on the exhale, we're going to do that reverse motion. So the belly contracts and we kind of like suck the belly in towards the spine. And we close the rib cages. On the inhale, the belly expands forward and out, and then you'll really find more space here for baby. You can even bring your hands onto your belly and see how that feels. Feeling that expansion, that growth, the spaces that open up when you breathe in. And on the exhale, how those spaces kind of fill up on the breath out, especially here close to your rib cage. So when you breathe in, the belly expands forward and the rib cage opens out. And then on the exhale, we contract the belly and we kind of close the rib cage. We suck that belly back in towards the navel. We breathe in. And we breathe out. And we breathe in. And we breathe out. Inhale. And out. Now, without any instructions, I just want you to try and breathe naturally. You can release the hands from the belly, just bring it onto your knees. Just naturally feel and notice what your rhythm is. What did you pick as a rhythm? What did you choose to come back to? How? What rhythm? What pace? And we always want to try and keep the inhale breath and the exhale breath with the same length. This way we create a sense of balance, a sense of stability, a sense of homeostasis in the whole body. And we begin to open our eyes gently. We keep the attention always on the breath, trying to keep it soft, gentle. We're not like really pushing it out. We're slowly releasing it out, letting it go. And that's also going to help us release any tension. So from here, let's just roll the shoulders up, back and down. Then just bring your chin down, shoulders rock down. And then shoulders rock up, back and down. Your chin stays towards your chest. And one more time, chin towards chest, shoulders rock up, back and down. Project your chest forward, your shoulders back. Release the air. On your next inhale, just slide your hands towards your knees, chin to chest, and round the spine. On the exhale, send the belly forward, rock your shoulders back. And exhale, round the spine. Sorry, inhale. And exhale, chest forward. And inhale, round the spine. And exhale, chest forward. Last one, inhale as we round. And exhale, chest forward. And let's just get in some circular movements with the spine. Make it gentle, make it soft. You might feel a bit rigid here into the spine. Be gentle. Try to be precise. Okay, I found that little juicy spot. When you find the juicy spot, and I'm sure you have a lot of them now, breathe into it. Okay, I found it. Okay, let me breathe. I'll take my breath to this little spot. And then on the exhale, I just gently give it some stimulation, gently give it some movement as I release the air and release the tension. And then I breathe in again and I keep doing my circular movement. Then I found like this little juicy spot again. Ooh, quite dense. I breathe in, I take my breath to that spot. I visualize the air going there. I feel the spaces opening up. And then on the exhale, gentle, soft, subtle movements. Ooh. And then we change directions. And we come back to center. Now let's rise, chin towards chest, circle your ear, your right ear towards the right shoulder. And all the way back. And then return slowly. Be mindful here with your return. Come back to center, chin towards chest. Then we change directions. We circle over to the left, all the way back. And then when we get all the way back, we return. And we're going to do one more on each side. Towards the right. And then we return. Towards the left. And then we slowly return. And we bring our chin up again. Beautiful. From here, circle your arms up and over your head as you breathe in. Find length in the spine. And as you breathe out, cactus your arms. Project your chest forward, your elbows slightly lean back, almost as if you're, yeah, perfect. There you go. From here, your palms start pointing down behind you and you interlace your hands behind your back. So just open up into your upper body before we go down a bit, and then stretch the arms back. Breathe in, and if you'd like, you can always move your neck from side to side here just to give it a little soothing. And then release the hands and just place the palms pointing toward your body. Yeah, once you're here, project your chest towards the sky, roll your shoulders back, open up, breathe in, and breathe out. And as you adjust your shoulders on your inhale breath, on the exhale breath, engage your glutes and then send your hips forward. Yeah, be mindful here. You're already opening up into the hips. Breathe in. And slowly lower. Breathe out. Adjust your shoulders. One more. Press the hands. Engage as you breathe in. Open up through the heart. Exhale. Send your booty forward. Activate your glutes. Breathe in here. And exhale, lower. Then let's switch sides. So your right leg comes forward and your left leg goes back. And we adjust here, the hands and the shoulders. We press the hands down as we open up into the chest. Breathe in, and then we work on the hips. Exhale, hips forward. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe in here. And exhale, lower. Adjust, press the hands, open up, breathe in. Exhale, engage and send the hips forward. Breathe in here and exhale, lower. Woo! We slowly come back up. Yeah, release those shoulders a bit. All right, so we're going to hold on to our knees and bring the knees in. We open the knees a bit wider out to the sides. Yeah, you can keep your palms down onto the floor. Press the feet down, open your chest. We're going to slowly let the knees drop over to the right. Yeah. And we adjust our feet here. Just bring your right hand onto your hip and just send your hip back and forward. Yes. Using your breath. So inhale as it comes down. Exhale forward. Inhale down. Exhale forward. Inhale down. And we're like pushing the knees down to really open up into the hip. And exhale forward. One more. And exhale. Okay. Now from here, we're going to press the feet down and lift the knees. With control, yeah. Same thing other side. So adjust the feet if you need. Let the knees slide down over to the right. Adjust the feet so that they're in a 90 degree angle. Bring your left hand onto your hip. Lower. And then activate and come up. So we breathe in as we lower. And we breathe out as we activate and send the hip up. We breathe in as we lower. And we exhale. Just two more. We breathe in. And we breathe out. One more. We breathe in. And we breathe out. And we slowly come back. Left hand slides back. Both knees come up high. Beautiful. And we're going to roll over to the left now. So our left foot slides out and our right foot, just keep it in a bit. Yeah. We're going to hold on to our right ankle or even the outer edge of your foot so that you can push against your hand. Okay? Or hold on to that ankle or your foot. Press your right knee out. Press the left foot down. Engage here into your thighs. So as if the thighs are pressing against the floor. Lengthen the spine as you breathe in. And on the exhale, your right foot is completely down. And on the exhale, just left hand comes down. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Press that left heel down. Engage in the left quad. Breathe in. Same with the right knee. Don't let that right knee collapse. Press the knee against the elbow and the elbow against the knee. Kind of like a counter pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath in. And out. Beautiful. So your left hand stays back, Margot. You press your right foot down. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot as you begin to lift your hip. Yes, engage your glute and send your hip forward. Press that right foot down. Breathe in. And exhale, lower slowly. Yes. Now really try to engage through the hip, okay? Inhale, we activate and send the hip up. Go onto the outer edge of your left foot. Squeeze your thighs together and come up. Yes. And slowly release and come down. Last one. Breathe in, lengthen, and come up. Release. Okay, and we slowly lower. We bring our right foot inside our left thigh. Left hand slides inside our left thigh. You can hold on to your big toe. So let's open up into the right side body. Slide the right hand up high. Breathe in. And exhale over your head. Yeah. Breathe in here. And out. Breathe in. And out. One more. And out. Now circle your right hand forward and all the way behind your right leg. We're going to do the exact same thing, but this time we're going to roll over the inner edge of our left foot as we lift the hip. Breathe in. Yes. And then slowly lower. Breathe out. And again, we breathe in as we rise. Engage the glutes and the hip up high. Open up into the hips. And slowly breathe out. One more. Inhale as we circle and come up. And exhale as we lower. Beautiful. Now from here, lengthen the spine. Bring your feet together into Baddha Konasana. Spread your wings and fly. So we're going to do the exact same thing we did here, but on the other side. So bend your left knee, grab your left ankle or even the outer edge of your foot. We want to kick the foot against the hand and press the knee against the arm. Notice that my right foot's relaxing. I don't want it relaxed. I want to press against the floor. Yeah. My right hand is going to circle back as I breathe in. And exhale, I take a deeper twist. I engage and twist deeper over to the right. Yes, don't let that left knee pop out. So press the knee against your armpit and press your armpit against the knee. You're going to feel this like counteraction in the hip. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And out. Right hand stays onto the floor. Press the left ankle down. Adjust the left foot if necessary. We're going to roll onto the outer edge of our right foot as we lift the hip. And slowly lower. And create this sense of flow. Inhale as we rise. Exhale as we lower. One more. Inhale as we rise. Exhale as we lower. Ooh, and we come back. Left leg comes inside our right thigh. Beautiful. Right hand slides over towards your right leg. Just press against it. Create the sense of kind of like a twist. And then stretch your left hand over your head. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in and out. And we come up. Left hand goes behind our left leg. Roll onto the inner edge of your right foot. Inhale as you rise. Yes, Margot, well done. Exhale as we lower. Two more. Inhale as we rise. Exhale as we lower. And one more inhale as we rise. And exhale, lower. And Baddha Konasana again. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lengthen your spine, spread your wings, and just release. And feel that like opening into the hip. Breathe. You can slowly flex forward a bit, wiggle through it. I like the idea of wiggling always through the hip. I love the wiggles, okay? Just wiggle through it. It's going to make you feel more comfortable. So wiggle and just slowly lower your body. Yeah. So you're finding that little space for baby to even, find his way to bring his chin back down. Yes. We slowly rise again. Now from here, place the feet down. We're going to do the same thing we did with our legs lengthened, but both legs together. So we're going to hold on to our ankles. We're like pulling the feet towards our body. We're sending our chest forward. We're pressing the elbows out, but we're also pressing the knees in. So there's a lot going on here. We press the feet down. We pull the feet towards the body. So there's that tension. And then we press the knees out as we send the chest forward. And we don't let the knees collapse. We press the knees against the elbows. Yeah, breathe. Very active here. Breathe. Breathe. And remember to try to use the sense of ujjayi breath. So on the exhale, you're sucking that belly in towards the spine very gently. As you breathe in, you're finding that expansion in the body. And as you breathe out, contract the belly. Activate your pelvic floor. Yes. One more in. And out. And we slowly release, just round the spine. Keep your hands onto your ankles. Breathe in. And on the exhale, just send your chest forward and roll your shoulders back. And again, breathe in, chin to chest, round. And out. Last one, breathe in. The movement starts from the pelvic floor all the way to the top of the head. And breathe out, same thing. Pelvis rocks forward, belly, chest, shoulders rock back. Okay, we come to neutral and let's go on to all fours. Circle your legs. Hands and shoulders, knees and hips, same line. From here, cat-cow, and we start from the pelvic floor all the way up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Kick the booty, drop the belly. Chest forward, shoulders back. Let's do 3 more. Tuck the belly in. Your butt towards the navel, round the spine, chin to chest. And then exhale. Kick the booty, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, chest forward. 2 more. Inhale. Tuck it in. Round forward. And exhale. And just 1. Inhale, round. And exhale. Beautiful. Now we come back to neutral, that internal rotation I told you about. We bring the knees in and the feet out. This can feel kind of really uncomfortable. Now we're going to do gentle movements from the left to the right with your hips, and just kind of circle it through. And notice how uncomfortable this can feel and how you can soothe this uncomfort. Just moving, rocking, finding that little spot. You found that spot, gently moving through it as you release. Beautiful, Margot. And then we come back to neutral. We bring the feet back in. Beautiful. Now from here, just lengthen your right leg back, stabilize the pelvis, breathe in, and on the exhale, tuck it in towards your right armpit and step your right foot outside your right hand. Yeah, and let's give it some movement here. So circular movements. Always bringing in the spirals. Okay, so if my hip joint can go 360, how can I move and explore that range of movement in my joint? So circular movements, thinking spirals. Beautiful. And then we come all the way forward. And we slowly engage through the midline and lower the hip. Find that lizard pose. Try to feel comfortable. If your heel is coming up high, maybe walk your feet forward, your right foot forward a bit. Yeah. Make that angle a bit better. And don't collapse into the hips, floppy. Engage through the center, engage your glutes, protect the midline. So engage in the center, protect baby, and don't flop. You're holding on to baby, you're opening up the space in your hip that baby's asking you for. Breathe in and out. Now from here, let's take Ardha Hanumanasana. We're just slowly sending the booty back, stretching the arms. You can walk your hands closer to your body as you lift your right leg. Yeah, point your toes up high. Make sure your right hip and your left hip are kind of aligned. They don't need to be completely neutral, but understand that the right hip is going back. Consciously see this movement happening, and the left hip presses forward. Breathe. Okay, from here, we're going to start bending our right knee, and we're going to circle our full body all the way to the back of the mat. The left foot is going to slide in. We're going to go all the way to the back of the mat. Yeah, so your right leg stretches. We find that side body, side plank. Right leg goes up high. Yeah, side plank variation. Yeah, now, side plank variation, think of it as, play with balance. Think of it as Trikonasana, as Utthita Parsvakonasana, kind of like an extended side angle. Press the right heel down as you open up into the right hip. I want you to feel the lower back and the right hip. Stretch the right hand up and over your head. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now let's try and lift the right leg and play with balance here. And maybe you can even bend the right knee and grab your ankle. Yes, play with balance. Engage, send your hip forward and bring your heel towards your booty. Roll that right shoulder back, breathe in and out. One more breath in. And exhale as you release, and you kick that right foot all the way back towards the floor. Maybe even behind your left leg, but just send your hip forward. You'll notice the hip really tight here, especially in the left hip. Yeah, and open up. And we're going to come onto all fours, but towards the back of the mat. So just slide your right foot, right knee next to the left. We're going to do the same thing over to the left. So lift the left leg up high as you breathe in. And exhale, step your left foot next to your left hand. From here, move, explore, express. Feel the body opening up some spaces. Circular movements with the hips. It's almost like you're every single day meeting this new version of your body. And then just sink forward now. Find your lizard pose. And let your body way down towards the floor, but not flop down. So you're creating that sense of engagement in through the midline. You activate your glutes. You keep your awareness onto your bandhas. Your breathing as well. Don't flop the breath. So on the inhale breath, you feel the rib cage expand out to the sides and the belly projects forward. On the exhale, we activate the bandhas. So Mula Bandha in your pelvic floor, Ujjana Bandha, belly towards the spine. No tension, but action. And then Jalandhara Bandha into the throat. And then we look forward here as we breathe in. We're going to come into Ardha Hanumanasana, slowly sending your hip back. Left hip presses back as your right hip presses forward. Your toes point up towards the sky. Yeah, breathe here. If you want some subtle movements, go for it. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more. And exhale. Now we're going to bend the front knee and we're going to come all the way towards the back of the mat. So circle your right foot in. Yes, as you walk your right hand all the way to the front of the mat. Yeah, so your left knee is forward and bent. Your right knee is back. We're going to circle all the way to the front of the mat. So we transition through the center. Yeah, we create an external rotation with the right hip. And we find that side plank variation. Beautiful. And inside plank, really open up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's try and raise that left leg and maybe even grab it with your foot, with your hand. Kick the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and slowly let's release. Beautiful. And just come on to all fours. From here, press your hands down, flex your toes, and we're going to take down dog. Take the knees off, project the booty towards the sky, and you can keep your stance here nice and wide so you have space for belly. Push the floor away, chest towards thighs, and you can bend one knee at a time.
Feel into the back line, your hamstrings. As you bend your right knee, lengthen your left leg, and then switch. And then switch. And then try to place both heels down. We look forward as we breathe in. And on our exhale, we slowly walk towards the front of our mat. Inhale as we halfway lift, and exhale as we fold forward. And again, we inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Last one, and fold forward. Use your hands, engage your feet, your thighs, and slowly unroll. Careful here as you come up. Engage your hips, engage your shoulders, adjust, and we find mountain pose. Yeah, breathe here. Send your weight onto your left foot as you circle your right knee in, and we open. We send the right foot back, play with mobility here, and then bring the right heel towards your booty and then back in. And then we open up to the side. We kick the foot back, the knee comes down, and then we actively circle and send the heel towards the booty as we come back up. Beautiful. One more. Open up. Point the foot back, knee down, and then circle all the way back. And we come in, and we transfer over to the right. In, open, back, all the way back. Beautiful. In, open, back, and all the way back, and in. Last one. Open, send it back, and all the way back. Bring it in, and step. Give it a nice wiggle. Ooh, just got a nice pop here. Maybe even circular movements. And then change directions. It's basically the same movement you're doing on the ball, but the ball even better because you stimulate the area, which is like opening up, right? Okay, so we're coming all the way to the front of the mat. Let's take a sun salutation. Inhale, circle your arms up and over, rise. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, right knee goes back. Inhale, stabilize the pelvis first as you come up. And then on the exhale, just let your hips lower, and you can even bring your hands onto your knees. Open up. Yeah, inhale here. And on the exhale, hands come down. Downward facing dog. Inhale as we come into a high plank. And exhale, knees come down. We take our chaturanga of choice. Press, come back up, breathe in. Yes, well done. Exhale, down dog. Well done, Margot. And right leg comes up as you breathe in. Exhale, step it back. Left knee comes down, stabilize into the center. Inhale, hands come up. On the exhale, you can lower the hips and maybe even press the right knee out as you open your chest. Feel that nice stretch in the left quad. Feel the opening into the hip. Breathe in. And then on the exhale, we just step forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, look up. And exhale as we fold forward. And then let's circle. Inhale, hands rise, circle all the way up. And exhale, hands into our heart center. Okay, let's come all the way up. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, look up. Exhale as we bend the knees. We step the right leg back, but this time, no knee down. No knee down, yeah. Now, notice if this is still available for you, that back heel up high. If it's not, just place the heel down. Okay, if you feel, no, I'm feeling, wobbly and I feel like I don't have the strength, just bring the heel down and warrior one, if that's the case. Inhale, rise. Yes. And exhale here. Now press that back heel down. Yeah. Really sink the hip forward. Feel into the hip and open up. Breathe in. And exhale. Open up into the right hip. Warrior two. Inhale here. Really open up into the hips, Margot. And exhale. Now let's transition to center. We bend, we lengthen the front leg. We bring that right heel in and the toes point out. Exhale, bend the knees and just slide your hands onto your knees. Wiggle from side to side here. Bend one knee to the right and to the left as you press against your knee. So this is kind of like the position we did seated, holding onto our ankles, where you're pressing your shoulders against the knee and the knee presses against the shoulders. But in this case, our knees here are pressing against our hands and our hands are pressing against the knee. We're rocking from side to side. And then we find center. Left hand presses against the left knee, left shoulder comes down. Take a little twist. Yes. Really open up into the hip and we come back to center. Then we change sides. Then we come back to center. And we slowly lengthen the legs. Circle your arms up and over your head. Breathe in. Position your back foot forward. So just open your stance wider here. Left hip and right hip pointing forward. Circle your hands behind you and you can even grab your forearms or your opposite elbows and you can come in Anjali Mudra. Try not to lock your left knee, so find that slight bend. Open up, breathe in. And on the exhale, chest forward. So your right hip is projecting forward, left hip back. Yeah, breathe. Breathe. Feet are really, really active here. Breathe. And breathe. And we come up as we breathe in, and we can keep our hands behind our back. We breathe out and step forward. Right when you step forward, bring your foot onto your shin. You could release the hands if you'd like, or just stay here. Never onto your knee, so if you need and if you want to go higher, just release the hand and bring it in. Beautiful. Now what I want you to focus on is the opening. So engage the glutes, press the right hip back, left hip forward. Okay, we release the hands. Right knee comes in and we step. Give it a little wiggle. Same thing, other side. We inhale, circle the hands up and over, and we exhale, fold forward. We inhale as we halfway lift, We exhale, bend the knees, step the left leg back. Now this time, play with either keeping your back heel high into Anjaneyasana or press the left heel down and come into warrior two, warrior one as you rise. Yes, breathe in here. Remember, your stance can be much wider than mine. Your pelvic floor is opening up, it's feeling uncomfortable. So the wider, the more comfortable for you. Send your left hip forward. Breathe in. And breathe out. And we open up into warrior two. So we keep the front knee and the ankle aligned. We just open up into the hip. Press the left heel down. Breathe. Lengthen the front leg. And then send your left heel inwards. Yes. Exhale, bend the knees and bring the hands onto your knees. From here, wiggle from side to side. Press the hands against the knees, Margot. Yeah. Like opening up into the hips. And then press your right hand against your knee, come into center, and find that twist. Really pressing the hand against the knee and twisting. Ooh. We come back. And come all the way over to the other side. And we come back. We inhale, lengthen, arms come up high. Left leg points inwards. Adjust your stance here. Maybe you might need to go wider. Yeah. Hands come behind you. Hold on to your opposite elbows or Anjali Mudra. Don't lock your front knee, so find that slight bend. Hips point forward, breathe in. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. One more. And we come all the way up as we breathe in. And on the exhale, we slide forward. And you find your tree pose. Use your hand here if you need. Bring it up high. You can bring your hands into your heart center, over your head, or hold on to your opposite elbows behind your back or Anjali Mudra. Breathe. Well done, Margot. Slowly come back in and step. Release and give it a little wiggle. Now we're going to start lowering. We inhale, circle. We open the feet nice and wider out to the side. And we exhale, fold forward. We inhale as we look up. And on the exhale, we point the toes out, the heels in, and we bend our knees. Yes. Now from here, press the knees out and bring your hands. And this is the same thing we've just did into that goddess pose, yeah? The horse stance. Press. So the knees press against the elbows press against the knee. We engage in the pelvic floor. It's not floppy. So activate that pelvic floor. Don't put all your strength in it, but just slightly feel that sense of like, it's almost as if you're sucking something. That prana vayu, it's like that, yeah, it's that energy that rises, that comes up from the base up. And then we just slowly sit and lower. Beautiful. From here, chest towards your thighs, hold on to your big toes, Paschimottanasana. Open your stance nice and wide. We breathe in and lengthen. And we breathe out, just slide forward. Yeah, we breathe in and lengthen, and breathe out and slide forward. Beautiful. And just wiggle those hips from side to side. Don't compress. The idea is not to compress, baby. Let's slowly come up. We're going to start making our way back down. So you can bend your knees and slowly make your way down. Once you're down, let your knees rock over to one side. And then they rock over to the other side. Yeah. And rock, and then just sit on one side for 2 or 3 breaths. Yes, well done. You can always do that variation if it's still comfortable in your body. And then you can switch sides slowly. And same, if you feel comfortable enough to take the full variation, maybe bringing the foot over the knee. What we don't want to feel is any pressure onto the knee. But I want you to feel the opening into the hip, the whole stimulation in this lower body, on the pelvic floor. And then from here, my girl, just release. And right away, you can just grab your bolster, place it in between your legs, circle your right leg over, and take your final Shavasana. Yeah, letting just the body and the mind integrate, feeling all the spaces opening up, making your body feel more and more comfortable with your labor and preparing for your delivery. So really stimulating the lower body, stimulating your pelvic floor, finding these little yummy, juicy spots so that baby can feel more and more and more comfortable with. And so that you can feel more comfortable with baby's arrival. Now just breathe through it. Try to connect with your breath and your breath with baby.